What's going on, you guys? It's the FPL Penguin. Different camera angle, as you can see. Getting to the new season, and we're not far away. We're probably about 5.5 weeks away from the new season. Probably exactly 5 weeks, maybe. I'm not too sure. But I hope you're all doing good. And FPL, we've been going at them for the last week, nearly 2 weeks for the player prices. And launch has not happened just yet, probably next week, but the first lot of player prices have come out, and I'm going to be discussing them, talking about them, and giving you guys my reaction. And also shout out as well to Abigail, top LFC, a great artist on Twitter. Got quite a bit of her work. I think the Shankly one is one of hers as well. But Nunez, got our new guy in there, and but yeah, shout out to her, great artist. I'll probably plug in her. Leave a link to so all Liverpool stuff. Any Liverpool fans out there, do check it out. And not some other great artists out there, as Liverpool artists as well. So do check them out as well. But yeah, we're going to be talking about which way should we do it? Should we do it that way? It's bigger. We're going to be talking about player prices. Give you guys my quick reaction to each one. But yeah, we've had like Leeds, we have City, of course. Still to wait on Spurs and Liverpool probably tomorrow. But yeah, listen, we're going to start off with Leeds. These are the last ones on the dice. What happened? But yeah, we're going to talk about this. We've got Bamford here. Bamford's an interesting one. I think he's overpriced. I'm just going to go straight through him. I'm not interested in the Leeds assets. Rafinha, I don't think is one of them on the. Well, I remember now because all this where he's going now. He's linked to bloody Barcelona now. God knows, it'd be bloody Newcastle next. But Bamford, 7.5. I think he's overpriced. Spoiler alert, Tony's 7 million. We'll talk about him later. Why is he more expensive than Tony? This guy, Bamford, spent majority, was it last season, I'm sure, on the sidelines. And then Geldhart's there competing with him. We'll talk about him in a few seconds. But Bamford, to me, is overpriced. It should be 6.5 in my opinion. He's overpriced. And you're going to lose Rafinha as well. That's all I'm going to say. So at the moment, I'm not that interested in any, Leeds assets. Harrison, 6 million. He was due a price rise, due one. I think it was quite cheap last season. Or was it the season before? But Harrison, I do like him. But at the moment, I'm not really keen on the Leeds assets at the moment. Meslier is 4.5. Lovely, cheap as chips. But I see Leeds probably conceding quite a few goals this season, and I might get the save points, but I probably wouldn't recommend going for him as a bit of a rotation if you go for your game week 1 drafts. So here's the rest of the players, not all of them obviously, but they've given us some new signings in Aronson from RB Salzburg, the manager's old club. Christian. Yeah, whatever. In there too, he's 5 million. Aronson, who could be a good one if Rafinha leaves. I think he plays on the right side. Aronson. I'm saying Aronson, the American lad. So 5.5, he could be a good one. He's cheaper than Harrison too, but I need to look a bit more data about him. But yeah, had good connection with the American boss, the Leeds boss. James in there, 6 million. Will be some competing there as well. Rodrigo and Geldhard at 5.5. Big, he breakout star probably last season for Leeds, and I think if he was starting over Bamford, I'd definitely get him 2 million cheaper. I just think Bamford's overpriced. That's me. I really do think so. Was that all of them? That was all the Leeds lads. We'll have a little scroll down now. I am time stamping these guys. I will time stamp them. We'll have a look at Brighton next. And let's have a look quickly. Cucurella, who is heavily linked with Manchester City. And God knows where he's going to end up. 5 million, I think that's a lovely price if he does stay. I think Brighton have Manchester United, they did absolutely thrash at Brighton. Trossard, I'm not that interested. I don't like his price either. As like I always say, Brighton is such an awkward team to pick from. They really are. I just feel they are. As well, Sanchez 4.5. He's not gone up to 5 million, which is great to see. So I think there's quite a few to talk about. Maybe Rayo as well, but 4.5, lovely, still a nice price. If you're rotating, I think shout out to FPL graduates, Ben and Josh, putting some great posts out there. for players that good rotation stuff. These are the rest of the Brighton players as well. Look at my reaction. Undav scored 26 goals, was it, and 16 assists or something like that last season for a Belgian club called RC Sporting somebody. No disrespect, I can't remember the name. But Undav, that meant that I know it's completely different levels, like I said, Premier League and the Belgian League. But they think they finished 5th last season, his former club, and it's 1 million cheaper than Mopay, who can't even score anything for Brighton. Yeah, he looks a bit like Mopay, doesn't he? It's a bit like a Mopay 2.0, but I hope he isn't like Mopay. I hope he's better. But yeah, that's a lovely price. So I'm glad he's not 6 million, because we see a lot of strikers in the Premier who are like 6 mil. Welbeck's is 6.5. Jesus. But yeah, Undav, I really do like, and I think he could be a good breakout star in the Premier League. I really do think so. McAllister, like I said, the awkward team to pick from. Defensive wise, Dunks in there, Lamptey's in there, nice 4.5 cheapest chips. But Undav, I really do like. I really do like him. He could be a good one. He really could be a good one. So we have a score down again. And we'll go down to Brentford. Let's have a look. Like I was talking about earlier, we have got Tony, who is cheaper than Bamford, very surprisingly. They had a better season than Bamford. Yeah, I think it's a lovely price. I'm glad he's not 7.5 million, but 7 million to me is lovely. I think they've got, is it Leicester first away? I think, if they build well, maybe go for Keep Eriksen or something like that. Could be a lovely one to go for. He on penalties too. Raya, a lovely goalkeeper. Like talking about, Sanchez, Raya. If you want to, maybe because we get to know the Newcastle prices as well. So maybe if Pope, hopefully, is 4.5. I think he might be 5 million, Nick Pope, but we shall see. But yeah, Raya, 4.5. Absolutely amazing. A lovely cheapest chips. I'm glad he hasn't gone up to 5 million. 4.5, lovely. Absolutely lovely. A lot of people were picking him up about a month ago. But yeah, definitely a lovely one to go for. Sergio Canos, last 3 games for Brentford, he was benched, I believe. I don't think it was an injury. He's a defender now. I think he was a midfielder. I'm sure he was a midfielder last season. He's changed positions. So that if he does start, and look at Lundstrom, I'm not trying to make a comparison of the two, the Lord himself, but it could be a nice one. But like I said, it could be rotation, because I know they played, was it a 5-3-2 formation that they played with Canos, and in the last 3 games, when where is he? Wissa, he then played on the left side of wing. You can see that 5.5. He returned in every single game in the last 3 games for Brentford in the last 3 games of the season. He could be another good one. Defense, nice, 4.5. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm not interested in Wermo because bloody hell, it takes so many shots on goal, you just can't convert them in. But yeah, there could be some nice gems. Really could be some lovely gems to eye up, definitely. That's for sure. Yeah. Arsenal next. I think City are down below. There's City. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about Arsenal. I should turn the sound down. Blare it into your ears. We've got Saka here, 8 million. To me, I feel that's kind of pushing it. I don't know why. I don't like that price. I don't like that price for Saka. It just makes me not so sure about him. We don't know about Jesus yet. He's not been officially announced. There's been some leaked footage of him wearing the number 9 shirt for Arsenal. So could be a regular starter. I think he probably 9.5, maybe 10 million. Jesus, I'm predicting that. But for Saka, yeah, it's an interesting one. I just don't feel as keen on his price. And we can have a look at. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section. Odegaard's 6.5. I think he was like 5.5 last season. Started last season. Odegaard definitely is one of them that keeps starting games in that cam sort of position. So I do think Odegaard will he match Saka? I think he has a chance. he's more than capable. I think Saka's still gonna, I think we know Saka takes. Does Saka take corners? But I'll tell you something. I think I prefer Saka. I just think the price is a bit much. I was maybe thinking 7.5. He had a very good season last season. 5 million. The first 5 million goalkeeper will come across now. Ramsdale. Oh wow. Yeah, I don't think I'll be eyeing up any 5 million goalkeepers. That's for sure. I think 4.5. I think my plan is some people might go for 4.5 and then a 4 million goalkeeper. But I like to have 2 playing goalkeepers. Unless there's a 4 million goalkeeper who's going to start. Who knows? We don't know the rest of the prices yet, do we? Yeah, but that'd be my little plan. Look at the rest of them. Nketiah is going to start games. He would have been a lovely one at 7 million. But with Hazers signing, I don't think he's going to start now. I think he's going to be, behind in the pecking order, behind like he was behind Lacazette when Lacazette was at Arsenal. It's a shame, really. He would have been a lovely one, but I think Hayes is going to be that regular starter in that striker position. 4.5 cheapest chips, White and Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu could be a lovely one. Tien is in there too. Depends how you want to play. You want to go big at the back, who knows? Vieira, I don't know where the hell he's going to play. I believe he's an attacking midfielder, so if they play a 4-2-3-1, maybe just as a cam. So Odegaard, maybe a rotator, who knows? People eyeing up Martinelli, Smith Rowe. To be honest, I'm the only Arsenal player I'm probably going to consider. Well, Jesus, but on the screen right now, maybe Tomiyasu. Arsenal could bottle the first 3. I'm saying that now, first 3 games. I mean, they did lose to Crystal Palace. They got hammering, I'm sure. Yeah, but yet to see. We've yet to see. And I think this is the last one now. Is it Manchester City? Yeah, Manchester City. And there's the big boy right there. Here he is. The one we've all been waiting for. Here he is. Haaland. I can't remember what I bloody predicted now. Did I say 11.5 in my video? I've got to look back on that. On a previous video. Yeah, I was fearing he could have been 12 million. But he's 11.5. And I predicted that, I'm sure. And I don't hate that. I think it's kind of like looking at, say something's £1 or say something's 99p. It's like that bargain, isn't it? Or instead of saying £10, should we say something's £10, they put £9.99. So it kind of like tempts you to go for him then. It feels like that. That's what I mean, guys. So we've got Erling Haaland following his dad's footsteps. And then we've got De Bruyne, this beautiful man right here. Beautiful ginger man. Kevin De Bruyne. 12 million more expensive than him. And he's a GOAT. He's the GOAT at the moment in the league, along with Salah. 12 million. I can't argue with that. I think 12.5 would have been pushing it. 12 million. I'll tell you something. I think I'm going to get both them in my team, Haaland and KDB, and vice versa. Bloody hell. But I'll tell you something. KDB, the numbers of what he, expected goals and expects and all that jazz. I think this guy's a must for your teams. I think he was such a low ownership, like in the middle of the season, start of the season, because everyone was going for Salah. They couldn't get KDB without the rest being a good team. But I think you've got another one as well I want in Cancelo. 7 million. I don't hate that. I'm glad he's not 7.5 because I was fearing he could have been 7.5. I'm sure Trent was 7.5 last season. But Cancelo, I don't hate his price. I think 7.5 might have been like, oh, I'm not too sure about this, or how am I going to fit them all in? But 7 million, I don't mind it. I really don't mind it. I really don't mind it, guys. But we'll have a look at the rest of them here. The City players, bada boom, nobody's going to pick these guys unless Diaz and all that. Walker, is anyone going to pick Walker? 5 million cheapest chips, much cheaper than Cancelo. We know Cucurella might sign. I think it was priced at 5 million, so same as, well, it depends, because Cancelo's on the left, isn't he? And Walker's on the right, so Cucurella will be on the left where Cancelo is. it's going to be interesting, really is. But we know how attacking Cancelo is. I'd much rather have Cancelo than Walker because knowing how attacking he is. And if you've been following the UEFA Nations League for Portugal, bloody hell, look at the stats that he's got going in the last month or two. In the last month, should we say. Yeah, Diaz in there. I'm interested to see what Laporte's price. Bernardo Silva is heavily linked with Barcelona. Grealish not interested in. Gundogan not interested. Foden, Mahrez can be what we feel like. Yeah, let's take a cheeky punt on. Let's take a cheeky punt on Foden and Mahrez. You know, when those nice, say they're playing God knows Fulham or Bournemouth at home, and people say, let's go and have a cheeky transfer on Foden or Mahrez. I'm one of them. Or maybe a Sterling. People go for Sterling. God knows he's linked with bloody Chelsea now. I don't know what's happening with that move. But yeah, that's it. Nothing much to talk about. But that's it. Part 1. Boom. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and do subscribe. But yeah, hope you're doing good, guys. We're getting them videos back. We're getting the streams back. But yeah, hopefully be back soon with part 2. Maybe tomorrow if it's tomorrow evening at this time. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you're doing good. Hit me up in the comments. Give me a follow on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Yeah, I'm on TikTok. And yeah, guys, thank you so much. And see you later.